It's an exciting time in natural gas and LNG markets. North American LNG export capacity is expected to double from about 15 BCFD to almost 30 BCFD in the next 4 or 5 years. We at ADI are huge believers in the natural gas and LNG supercycle and have written extensively about it. So don't get me wrong, but an expansion of this magnitude isn't exactly risk-free. So I wanted to take a couple minutes and highlight some of the specific things that we think could go potentially wrong with this natural gas and LNG supercycle. First and probably the most important is the LNG pricing model, especially here in the US. We have questions on whether that pricing model could actually survive this supply expansion. Right now, the US LNG pricing model is hugely profitable because of the spread option. We are essentially arbitraging cheap domestic Henry Hub gas against higher priced, higher value global markets like JKM or TTF. That structure has been great for off-takers. It has been great for project developers to attract financing. But the new LNG capacity that we are bringing on will lead to an oversupply in markets and push global LNG prices to converge with US prices. And that convergence could significantly erode the value of the spread option and the margins that LNG exporters enjoy today. A second key risk is about the rising marginal cost of supply for natural gas. Capital project costs are climbing fast due to inflationary pressures, especially the cost of labor, the cost of, and the timeline it takes to source critical key equipment. In Canada, this burden is even heavier because of the expensive pipelines that a lot of the LNG export projects have to build to reach the West Coast. We've historically relied on massive volumes of submarginal associated gas to feed these LNG export terminals. But as LNG capacity increases, we'd have to source gas from new plays like Haynesville, where the marginal costs are higher. A third key risk is infrastructure. This is the Achilles heel of the industry. Permitting new pipelines in the US literally takes an act of Congress. And how much support there will be for permitting reform, especially in an environment where electricity prices are rising, is a key challenge. The final risk that we see is associated with the kind of players that are best positioned to play in this market. We think that the portfolio LNG players with large trading books as well as very strong balance sheets are best positioned to survive in this environment as opposed to, let's say, the project developers who don't necessarily bring those kinds of trading capabilities. That we think is a risk to the growth of this LNG export market that we see here in North America. We're going to talk a lot about these and other issues at the ADI Forum in January. Early bird prices are still available, so please sign up at adi-forum.com. Finally, I'd like to wish everybody from ADI a very happy Thanksgiving.